Good morning, grade 5 students. Welcome to your math class. Before we start our lesson, please prepare the following: your math textbook, your pen, grid papers. Our lesson for today is lesson 14-1, the coordinate system. Textbook pages 777 until 782. Our objective is to locate points on a coordinate grid. Are you ready? Let us start our lesson by watching this very informative video.
Throughout history, maps were drawn and created with coordinate grids to help describe the physical location of places. These days, GPS systems have become popular, and they use coordinate grids as well. Let's see how they work. A portion of the southwest campus of a local college is shown. A few of the buildings are marked. What are the coordinates of point M, which is the math building? First, we always start at 0, 0, which is the origin and located at the bottom left corner of the coordinate grid that is shown. When you are finding the coordinates of a point, first you count horizontally along the x-axis. Then you count vertically along the y-axis. So let's draw an arrow over to the right until our arrow is directly under point M. See where the orange arrow stops? What number is that? The x-coordinate is 5. Now we have to put that number into an ordered pair. An ordered pair is a pair of numbers written in parentheses that describes a location of a point. The x-coordinate of the ordered pair always goes first. So let's place that number first. Now let's find the y-coordinate so we can complete our ordered pair. See the green arrow? How many spaces or units did you count? Yes, that's right. It's 6. Now let's insert that number into our ordered pair. See, the y-coordinate, or the 6, goes here. So the math building is located at 5, 6. And remember, the ordered pair always uses parentheses. Great job! And that's a great start to learning about coordinate grids. See you real soon!
Let's discuss the solve and share part on textbook page 777.
On the first grid, plot a point where two lines intersect. Name the location of the point. Plot and name another point. Work with a partner. Take turns describing the locations of the points on your first grid. Then plot the points your partner describes on your second grid. Compare your first grid with your partner's second grid to see if they match. Use the grids shown to solve this problem.
Okay, so for example, I have a student. We are having exercises on naming a points on the coordinate grid. So for example, this is my point, and I call it point A. I asked my student to name this point, or what is the location of this point on the coordinate grid, and she said, okay, it is 6, 3. So she said it is 6, 3. Okay. Now again, I made another point, and I called that point as B. Now again, I asked her to locate or to name the location of this point on the coordinate grid, and her answer was 9, 10. So she said this is 9, 10. Okay, is my student correct? Okay, so of course I need to explain the steps on how to correctly locate the points on the coordinate grid and name them correctly. So what is the first step of naming the points on the coordinate grid? So you always start with the origin, which is 0. Okay, so now since you find it here in the x-axis, it crosses the x-axis at point 3. So meaning our x, the number, should be on 3 in the x-axis. And then on the y-axis, it's at point 6. So meaning in the y, it is point 6. So meaning the ordered pair here should be 3 in the x and 6 in the y. This is the correct way of naming point A. Okay, what about point B? So look at point B. First, read the number in the x-axis, wherein you can see it in point 10. In the x-axis again, it's in point 10, so our first ordered pair will be 10. And in the y-axis, it's at point 9. So meaning, our point B's location is at point 10, 9. Okay, now let's go back to my student's answer. She said that this is 6, 3, but it should be 3, 6. So meaning she is wrong. On the second point, she said it's 9, 10. It should be 10, 9. So again, she is wrong. So what is the point, or where can you find 6, 3? So again, start from the origin and it should meet, or it should be on the line of 6. So it should be here in 6, and up on the y-axis, it should be 3 units in the y-axis. So meaning it's here. And let's name this as point C. So this is the location of 6 in the x, 3 in the y. Now back to our A. Are they the same points? No. So meaning these points are not the same. Okay, now let's go to point B. My student says it's on 9, 10. So again, first we need to go to the x-axis at point 9. So it's here. And in the y-axis at point 10. So this is point 10 and this is 9. So it will be here. And let's name it as point D. So it's 10, 9 and 9, 10. The same point. So you will say they are not the same point. So here, ordered pairs should be correctly written. Meaning of ordered pair is the order should be followed. First number should be the number in the x-axis, and second number is the number in the y-axis. So I hope you understand this example. Okay, so let's answer textbook page 777. Why does the order of the two numbers that name a point matter? Explain your thinking. So the answer will be, the order of the numbers matters because the first number represents the number of units to move from 0 on the x-axis, and the second number represents the number of units to move from 0 on the y-axis. So you always need to put the ordered pair in correct order, starting from the number in the x-axis and the number on the y-axis. Okay, so let's have next page, 778.
How do you name a point on a coordinate grid? Think about this question during the lesson. A map shows the locations of landmarks and has guides for finding them. In a similar way, a coordinate grid is used to graph and name the locations of points in a plane. How can you use the grid on the map to describe the location of a place? You can use the numbers at the bottom and on the left side to name the location of a place you want to describe. A coordinate grid has a horizontal x-axis and a vertical y-axis. The point at which the x-axis and y-axis intersect is called the origin. You can use ordered pairs to locate points on a coordinate grid. A point on the grid is named using an ordered pair of numbers. The first number, the x-coordinate, names the distance from the origin along the x-axis. The second number, the y-coordinate, names the distance from the origin along the y-axis. Why are the pairs of numbers used to name points on the coordinate grid called ordered pairs? The numbers are always named in the same order, the x-coordinate first and the y-coordinate second. Now you know how you name a point on a coordinate grid.
Great job!
Let us answer Convince Me on page 778.
In the example shown, name the ordered pair for point B if it is 3 units to the right of point A. Tell how you decided.
Okay, so as we said, the coordinate grid is made up of horizontal line, which is called as the x-axis, and a vertical line, which is called as the y-axis. And the point where these two lines meet is called as the origin, or at the point 0. So the question is telling us, the example, we have here point A at point 1, 3. We are going to make a point B that is 3 units at the right of point A. Okay, so this is the point A. 3 units to the right means 1, 2, 3. So our point B will be on this point, which is 3 units to the right. This is point B. Okay, so what is now our ordered pair, or what point is this? So this will be point in the x-axis. We always start from the origin, first move to the right. So that is 4 units on the x-axis. So that is 4. And in the y-axis, it's in point 3. So now this is our ordered pair at the right of point A. 3 units at the right of point A. Now let's start answering textbook page 779. Guided practice. Question number 1. You are graphing point E at ordered pair 0, 5. Do you move to the right 0 units or up 0 units? Explain. So the answer will be, you move 0 units to the right. The first number names the distance from the origin along the x-axis, which is to the right. Question 2. What ordered pair names the origin of any coordinate grid? So the origin of the coordinate grid, or the intersection of the x-axis and the y-axis, is at point 0, 0. Question 3. Describe how you graph point K at 5, 4. So when we graph 5, 4, we move 5 units to the right of the origin and 4 units up. Okay, questions 4 and 5. Write the ordered pair for each point. Use the grid. So number 4 is B. So point B, as you can see, it is at number 3 in the x-axis and point 2 in the y-axis. So that point is 3 in the x and 2 in the y. Question 5. Point A. So as you can see, point A is at point 0, or in the origin. So it is where the x-axis and the y-axis intersect. So that point is 0, 0. In 6 and 7, name the point for each ordered pair on the grid above. So number 6, 5, 3. What is the name of that point? So back to the coordinate grid. So from the origin, we will move 5 units to the right and 3 units up. So that is letter or point D. Okay, number 7. The ordered pair 1, 4. So again, from the origin, move 1 unit to the right and 4 units up. So that is point C. Okay, we have here your independent practice. So as we always do, this will be done by you. Okay, so first you can pause the video and answer numbers 8 to 18. And if you're done, let's go to the next page and see the answers. So these are the answers for textbook page 779. You can check your work. Let's have some problem-solving part on textbook page 780. Question 19. Describe to a friend how to find and name the ordered pair for point R on the grid. So the point R is drawn on our coordinate grid. So how are you going to describe to your friend how to find the name of the ordered pair of this point R? So follow the vertical grid line from point R down to the x-axis. Read the number. It is 4. So 4 is the x-coordinate. Next, follow the horizontal grid line from point R to the y-axis. Read the number. It is 5. So 5 is the y-coordinate. So the ordered pair will be 4, 5. Okay, in 20 to 24, complete the table. This is the point and ordered pair for each vertex of the pentagon at the right. So here the pentagon is drawn at the right, and we are going to name the points of, or the ordered pair for each point. So here we only want the ordered pair for each vertex. So first is A is at point 3, 5. Point C, the ordered pair is 1, 3. Point E, the ordered pair is 1, 1. Point G, the ordered pair is 5, 1. And I, 5, 3. Let's have here some important details that we used in the lesson. The first one is the coordinate grid. So what is a coordinate grid? So our coordinate grid is used to locate points in a plane using an ordered pair of numbers. What is the x-axis? So a horizontal line passing through the origin that includes both positive and negative numbers is called the x-axis. What about the y-axis? So that is the vertical line passing through the origin that includes both positive and negative numbers is called y-axis. Next, we have here the origin. The origin is the point where the two axes of the coordinate grid intersect. It is represented by the ordered pair 0, 0. What is an ordered pair? An ordered pair is a pair of numbers that is used to locate a point on a coordinate grid. What is x-coordinate? In this case, the x-coordinate is 4, or the first number in our ordered pair. So the first number in an ordered pair, which names the distance to the right or left from the origin along the x-axis, is called the x-coordinate. What about the y-coordinate, or the second number in our ordered pair? So y-coordinate is the second number in an ordered pair which names the distance up or down from the origin along the y-axis. Okay, so I hope you understand our lesson for today. So good luck everyone. Answer your homework and practice exercises.